Hey guys, how you doing? Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you step by step how to use the slow Padme team versus Malak, okay? So I'm going to pick just the Gear 12Z, the Malak team here. The first thing we got to do is cover mods. I'm not going to go over them in like a 10-minute detail. I'm just going to go over them very briefly. C-3PO is going to be your fastest. I have him at 262. General Kenobi is your second fastest. I have him at 261. Ahsoka Tano and Jedi Knight Anakin, Snips and Anakin there, they're going to go in the middle. And then Padme has to be your slowest. Keep in mind, Ahsoka Tano has some bonus speed in her kit as well. And you can run offense on Anakin. I basically have my HK-47 mods on him just to make him as strong as possible. And if you want to throw some potency on him, that's fine as well because of reasons I'll talk about later. Okay, so now that you've got that figured out, oh, and also I should say health primaries on your mods, okay? Especially on General Kenobi and Padme. On General Kenobi and Padme, make sure, you're across and all that. You got health primaries right as I show you a protection primary here. That's a misplay. But make sure you got health primaries, okay? That's the best thing you can do. Now I'm going to get right into it. Now, the mechanics are actually pretty easy to do. I'm going to run it here on 2 times so that way you can watch it. They're going to open up because you're slower. They're going to get the fear on everyone. He's going to get the stun and all that jazz. That's no problem when that happens, okay? What you do is you just flip the buffs with Padme as your first thing. You make sure you're selecting Sith Trooper because when you use a special, Ahsoka Tano is going to attack because of her Zeta, and it's going to remove that taunt, okay? Now, a lot of times after that, the Darth Revan will go and he'll do his... AoE shock and all that, Malak will have a ton, all that. That's no problem. All you do is use your C-3PO and you call in Anakin to assist. This is going to put a buff immunity as well as a healing immunity up, and now we can actually start playing the game. So now that we've got the taunts out of the way from the basic attacks or from calling in Anakin, what you're going to do is you are going to try the one-shot HK-47. That's your first goal, okay? So your first mission is to one-shot HK-47. So you'd like to use the second attack here with Ahsoka Tano. Now, it's not always going to one-shot. A lot of times it just won't, but after that, you can do a swarm attack or use somebody else's attack or whatever you got to try to complete the one-shot, okay? After you kill him, now here I'm just going to use the AoE to finish him off, but after you kill HK-47, you've got to kill Bastila Shan as target number 2. And you can do this multiple ways. If you get the one shot with Ahsoka, then you can use Anakin, the killer. You can use the kick like I just did to call in everyone to kill her. You can do this a lot of ways. The reason this team works is because they're going first and they're ramping up your courage and you're getting all of those buff flips because of the dispel that Padme has, and it makes you be able to one-shot people with all of your courage damage. So check this out. Watch her basic attack, okay? Watch Darth Revan's health. Bang. Look how much damage that is, all right? Insane amounts of damage. That's probably like 70k damage right there, no problem. Same thing when you attack with people with courage. So we're going to use the retribution here. He's got courage. Attack again. Bang. He's dead, okay? It's pretty much that easy. You got tons of damage. We got 16 stacks here. I'm going to use it on Trooper so you can see. You see how much damage that does? That is the reason you're one-shotting people. And you're going slow on purpose. That way they go and ramp up your courage, and then you one-shot HK, and then you one-shot Bastila, and you slowly wheedle down the Darth Revan. And then at the end here is where it gets a little bit more important to know what you're doing. Once you get past the stage of those 3 dead, then you have to make sure you're using your basic attack with Anakin, because that healing immunity buff right there, and that is extremely important, extremely important. And you want to make sure you're flipping the buffs or at least keeping up as much health as you can, because he's going to drain. If you don't put that healing immunity on him with Anakin, he's going to drain and get his health back. And I have footage here I'll show you of just absolutely losing in a 1v5 because he goes over and over and over again. So if you get, oh my goodness, available from C-3PO, just call in Anakin. That way you get more chances to apply, that healing immunity. It's really what wins you the game. And then you're slowly just going to whittle him down. He'll do a couple drains. You do a couple attacks. He might get rid of one person or 2. But as long as you are keeping the healing immunity on him, you should not lose the game, okay? Now, the kick will stun him once you have Darth Revan dead, and, even though I missed it there, it will stun once Darth Revan's dead, and it'll make things a little bit easier, but you can still lose to Malak. You have to be somewhat careful, okay? So use your buff flipper to keep up health when you can. Use your mass attack. Use your C-3PO to get healing immunity, etc., because you see he keeps draining. Now he's got 3 stacks. He's kind of scary. He would have full HP right now and one-shot our entire team slowly if we had not prepared for that scenario, okay? So make sure you got that healing immunity on them. That's how you do it. It's really easy. We'll go through some other footage here. Can we get the stun? There it is. Oh no, we got the drain. Okay, but that's fine because he did not, oh no, is he gonna, oh, I cannot believe this. This is so close. So you can see what happens. You can see what happens if you let him go too much. Come on. Come on. He's healing. Oh man, this is a legendary battle. Okay, we gotta flip it. Oh no, he's healing. But we have enough confuse on him. Can we get the kick? Flip the buff. So, oh no, he's gonna get the drain. Oh, I think that's over. I think it's over now, right? There's no coming back from here. Kick again. No! Flip it. Come on. If only we could use those 80 stacks that he has. Come on. Keep asking. You got this, Padme. You got this. I think she loses right here. Oh my god. There you have it. So you've got to get rid of everyone. It's a DPS race. You have got to get rid of everybody before the Malak shows up. So we're going to run it again. Like this guy, for instance, he's a pretty good team. I fought him several times, so let's give him a shot. Okay, so we're going right into another battle here. This guy, I have my same mods as the different guys, so he's going to have different mods. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3 people win before I did. Let's flip all these buffs. And hopefully Ahsoka will go. There we go. Get rid of the taunts up. Now those two go. They didn't apply any shock. Luckily enough for us. Now let's have Anakin go and try to get buff immunity on that guy. There we go. So it can't go back up. Now let's try to get a big crit on HK maybe. Decent crit. Let's try to eliminate HK right off the bat. Because we get rid of him, we're normally pretty healthy. Okay. No problem there. And now we're going to try this. Oh, I should have done the kick, but I was thinking I could one-shot her. Okay, well, we did pretty good. Fearon, and see, that's why you want that General Kenobi Zeta, man. That General Kenobi Zeta helps so much because every time you get the taunt up and their Darth Revan could go and fear your whole team, it normally just eats away on Kenobi, and then Padme can't be feared, so only Kenobi gets feared. It's very, very nice to have. I was very underrating that one before. I'm actually just going to try to kill. There we go. Get rid of him while I can. Nice kick. Ooh. Can we get the immunity? Oh, he's going to drain. No, that could kill Padme. Oh, that was close. Can we get rid of... Oh, there we go. We got rid of him at least. Flip everything. Give us some health back. Can we get... There we go. Retribution. Nice. The dodge. Let's get some more. We're calling in Anakin. You want to make sure you call in Anakin when possible. Because if you call in Anakin consistently, then he's going to put the health immunity and the buff immunity on Malak, and that's going to make the wins much easier. Okay, so we're going to go into another match here. Okay, so one more. I'm going to walk you guys through step by step, okay? We're going to put it in ×2. So they all go. They do all their fears. Malak gets the taunt, all that. They've done most of their turns except HK-47, okay? So we're going to select Sith Trooper. We're going to flip the buffs. This will call in Ahsoka to remove the buffs from Sith Trooper. He's going to do his AoE. Double AoE, that's no problem. None of that really matters, okay? It doesn't really change anything that's going to happen. So he gets his taunt back up, which means we're going to call in Anakin, because if you use a special, Ahsoka taunt is going to go anyway. So we're going to call in Anakin. We get buff immunity now for next time. Now we're going to target HK with our second move and try to do a big crit. We didn't get a big crit, but now we can do the full and call to attack with General Kenobi. And then we can get a big old hit with 25 courage stacks right there to instantly eliminate him. Then we're going to do a normal attack because we can't call to assist. So we're just going to use our courage stacks off Padme, okay? So as you can see, this team's really not... It's really not too bad to use, in all honesty. It's pretty reliable. Now you can lose to Malak if you allow him to get 3 stacks, and I'll show footage of that. It is very possible to lose to Malak, but as long as you do everything in the correct order that I've shown, kill HK, go after Bastila, you should be able to one-shot HK with either a mass swarm attack, or you should be able to one-shot him with Ahsoka Tano's special move. There's a lot of ways to get a one-shot off. So it shouldn't be any problem. Then after that, it's pretty easy peasy because you just do the same thing to Bastila. And whoever didn't one-shot him, like if you one-shot him with Ahsoka, then you're going to one-shot Bastila with, you know, your Anakin, etc. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is when you're calling in people to assist on Darth Malak, you always want to call in Anakin. That way you're going to get yourself the buff immunity and healing immunity, okay? Because without that, he can slowly drain and solo your team. But there you have it. It's not too hard. Follow those steps and make sure your speed order, once again, is C-3PO, General Kenobi, Ahsoka Tano, and Snips, and then Padme is your very last, okay? Not too bad. Pretty easy to use. Let me know if you guys have had any success with this team. Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if it helped you with something, and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll keep up to date with all the latest videos. We just broke 9,000, so thank you guys very much for that. I appreciate you for breaking 9,000, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.